Hello, this is Charles 9mm, and I've got a great product to show you. This is not a new product. It's been out for a long time, but I believe it's a critical product. I think it's very important, and there's a lot of junk out there that can easily fool you, and you need to know about this. This is the Kamenga Lensatic Compass. Now, if you're familiar with compasses, you'll probably have seen these before. They've been around for a long time. They have a unusual dial in that it doesn't have the needle doesn't spin around, but the entire dial spins around and takes the needle with it. Unlike this Silva compass that I've had for about 39 years. I've had this compass, and this compass, you can see that the degrees around here and the dial around here are stationary, and then the needle moves according to the magnetic north. Why I want to talk about the Lensatic compass is because I believe that even in this age of GPSs, when batteries go out and when you can't get a good satellite connection, you do need to be able to navigate. Especially if you are in a wilderness situation, a survival situation, it is very important to know how to navigate. And to do that, you have to have the right tools. Now, the Kamenga Lensatic compass has all the degrees on this spinning dial. So if you just simply set it down, for instance, on a topographical map, and you locate it according to the declination line to adjust for true and magnetic north. You simply have to look down at the dial to get the degrees of your azimuth, the angle of your direction. The other thing that Lensatic compasses do is they have in the lid a wire. If you can see that wire, I have it backlit a little bit. And what you do is you would hold this compass up a certain way, and you would, for instance, show it at a known topographical point, like a building or a hill or a tree or something that you're trying to locate yourself against. And then what you would do is move this little turn it around, this little magnifier, and look at that magnifier at the same time as you have the wire lined up on this physical feature somewhere off in the distance, and you could see your angle, your declination, your azimuth. You could shoot your azimuth in the direction and know how many degrees north, south, east, west, or whatever you were from that point, and then orient yourself hopefully to a good map, or to be able to call out to a rescue team somehow of your position. That's kind of it in a nutshell. You really need to read up on it. There's no way I can teach you that here in the couple minutes we have on this video. What I'm trying to show today is why you should purchase this type of compass. And you have to understand that this is a precision piece of equipment. How important is that? Well, let me show you. At a local sporting goods shop, I bought this Lensatic compass just for a few dollars. It was very cheap. And it has the little wire, okay? It's plastic instead of anodized aluminum. It has my little magnifying glass so I can shoot my angle. And this was probably $60 cheaper than the Kamenga. The problem is that although that this was nice and it was inexpensive, is this, what I've calculated, is that this one is about anywhere between 6 to 3 degrees off. And how I know that? People say, well, how do you know that? Well, I'm shooting this video in my home, and I have had surveyors out and so forth, so I know the direction of everything in this house. I've looked at my plots and my architectural drawings and so forth, and I know the position of this house, and I know that the place it's pointing, this cheap lensatic compass is pointing, is not true, not really magnetic north. It's off. This lensatic compass, the Kamenga compass, is right on. And it is, in fact, with my compass that I've had for 39 years, they are exactly the same. And so I know that this one is correct. So you're saying, well, 3 degrees. You can hardly see that on your little dial. That is true. But 3 degrees projected in an azimuth over a long distance, say several miles, and you could be several miles or more off course. And that could be deadly. You could be lost, especially if you are lost somewhere in a national forest or whatever. A couple of miles could be the difference between life and death. This one is not worth it. The Kamenga has been issued to American military personnel for some time. It is made out of a hard anodized aluminum body. There is no dampening necessary on the inside here. It's very accurate. It's not filled with a liquid. It's just that dial just floats free on in a jewel sapphire bearing. So this is a beautiful instrument that can save your life. The other thing I noticed too is the wire is precision. It is straight. The wire that you use to sight in an azimuth is precision straight. The cheap one here, this junk one here, I actually calculated this angle, and this one is at an angle. So when you have two levels of error, not only is the magnetic dial off 3 to 6 degrees, but this is sitting anywhere from 2 to 3 degrees at an angle. So that wire is wrong. So you could get very, very lost with this. This is good if you just want to go have your kids play with the lensatic compass, learn how to use it. You don't want them to, monkey up your good one. Yeah, go spend a couple bucks on this one. Then when they grow up and get a real compass, then throw this one away so it doesn't hurt anybody. This one that I've had for a long time is much more difficult to use. It's very good. I like it. It's a Silva that I've had, like I said, for 39 years. I love this compass. It's very good. But once I learned to use a lensatic compass, it changed everything. And it is a great supplement to a GPS in the event that your GPS breaks down or you're uncertain. What if your GPS is slightly wrong? You can use that to confirm that your readings are correct. So for navigation, nothing can beat a Kamenga lensatic compass. So I would suggest that you get on. It's at www.cammenga.com, Kamenga, and check it out. This one is the one with the phosphorus. You can actually see this one in the dark. It has a phosphorus points on it, on the needle and on the wire, so you could actually do some locating in complete darkness. They do have one with tritium for military purposes. It is considerably more expensive, but well worth it if you're in a situation where you do need to navigate in the dark. And I'm glad to see that our military personnel are using such fine equipment as this, and it is available to the public, and I highly recommend the Kamenga lensatic compass. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.